Welcome back to Chow Time Pods. Your host, Red. I got a video today from Dating Right.
So you guys know the creator Brand Flakes? On his latest podcast, he was like, where are the hot liberal men? And the women in the comments were like, they're already married because they were mature enough to get wives.
Where do you find men? That is the number one question I receive on a daily basis by single women ever since I started sharing my single life or my dating life or etc. So where?
So I'm at Home Depot, and my question is, where are all the men? Where are all the men? There's nobody here. There's no men here.
Again, probably not in the lighting section.
I know damn well I ain't the only person that ain't in no relationship. Where in the fuck are y'all finding these men? Bring me one.
I know so many great single women. So many great single women. I don't know where all the dudes are. I'm like, guys, come on. Come on, guys. Make the first move. Come on. But man, they just...
You know, the first move is become a great single guy.
Like,
that's a big move right there.
I know. I know. But...
Well, guys, it looks like cuffing season is fully upon us because it looks like women are in a state of desperation. We are seeing women make
It's cold out there, boys.
urgent pleas, searching for men like we have never seen them before.
Okay, so I have a genuine question. Where in this day and age do you find men? Like good actual men? Tinder, no. Hinge, no. Bumble, that's a joke. Co-workers, no. No. That is banned. That is a joke as well. Uni, no. Don't be ridiculous. I don't reckon you'd find someone at a bar or clubbing. No. Festival, also no. Also, like, do I have the money to go to a festival every month? No.
It is ridiculous how many festivals there are going on, like literally every month. It blows my mind. And then I have people that I know that go to them almost every week or so. Just, where are you getting the money from?
Genuinely, where do you find men? Where do you find your men?
Nowhere. In my dreams.
In your dreams.
Yep.
So where are the men? Where do y'all hang out? If you don't go to coffee shops, I'm so tired of like going to a bar.
I still go to coffee shops.
Or like go to different events and they're like 90% of the ladies and only 3 men hang out in the corner. Do you guys just not leave the house or like go outside? Yeah, I would love to stop using all the dating apps that are just not working anymore and start meeting people in real life organically. But where do men usually hang out? I feel like I've been looking at the wrong places. So let me know in the comments.
Okay, I'm literally getting ready from a dinner that I just went to because me and my friend and her husband just went out and she was talking to me about something that like low-key made sense to me. She was just saying like, yeah, my husband has tons of attractive and single friends, but they're just not out there. Like they're usually just at home, and even if they do decide to go out, they just go out with their friends and they never have the intentions on meeting other girls. Honestly, like fair, like I understand that. I think this conversation just kind of made me realize that my future soulmate is not just gonna be waiting for me at a random bar. If you really think about it, some of the happiest marriages around you are usually because they met through.
So I have an actual like very serious and legitimate question. And I only want to hear from single men, not anyone married, in a relationship, talking to someone. Sorry, y'all don't count. I want to hear from the single men, and I'm going to go with like ages 38 and up, preferably in their 40s. But I'm going to go with 38 because I'm 42. I'm going to stick with 38. Where are you guys hanging out at?
Where do...
I go to the bowling alley. I play tennis, coffee shops. I'm a foodie. I go out to eat a lot because I don't like cooking.
Single men between the ages of 28 and 40 go on Saturdays. And I don't mean like a specific restaurant or a specific location. I mean, generally speaking. Are they at the gym? Are they at a bar watching football? Are they on a hike? Are they at home doing additional work? Are they at the driving range? Are they getting brunch with their friends? What does a 28 to 40-year-old single man's typical Saturday look like?
Oh, Saturday? I got my office meeting. After my meeting, I go meet some clients. After I meet clients, I usually have dinner with clients. And then I come home and work on the Gundam. which I'm almost done. I just got to put the stickers on.
I can tell you what a Saturday for a 28 to 40-year-old single woman looks like. As part of my fall of outdoors, I'm trying to integrate experiences where I get to meet the male species. Every time that I've tried to do that, the places that I end up tend to be proliferated with 24-year-old men.
Okay, this video is for my single men, kids, no kids, I don't care. I'm pushing 40 at this point. Where do y'all hang out? Do you guys approach anyone that's not like in a bar or club setting? Like, I would love to know. I have not been on a dating app in almost a year, and that may or may not be my last date. Because my last date was somebody I met on a dating app, and I said, I'm not doing this anymore. I don't have it in me. I'm not doing it. Like, I know there's men out there, alright, good ones, I know, but I have yet to find them, okay? And a lot of them are not on dating apps.
As a single woman, I'm getting a little worried when I scroll on this app that like all of the good single men, 30-year-olds and up, or near that range, they are, if they're single, they're staying inside and doing exactly what I would want to do, which is like binge a show and like order and take out. Like, why when I'm scrolling, I'm seeing all these like cute men who look like they have their head on their shoulders. They probably don't. Let's just be fucking real. But they're all like staying inside. Like, what I'm trying to do is text a girlfriend and be like, hey, you know what? Instead of me cuddling into bed and binging all of Real Housewives, let's go out. Because I'm just hoping that one day, like, I meet my husband, like, meet cute randomly. Like, I gotta go out and do that, right? I have to, like, actually put myself out there. I have to actually do my makeup and, like, put on a cute outfit and do that. You know?
This is the funny. It's like, oh, I thought you want to decenter men. Men were useless, you know. You don't need no man. All of a sudden, when it gets cold out and winter came, you need someone to warm you up.
Crazy concept. But I have a fear that all of the good single 30-year-old men are doing the opposite. Hey, get out there. Please.
Nah.
Stop ordering takeout by your fucking self and wait for me to be there with you to do it, okay? Fuck, literally, I don't...
Ma'am, those men are in the same place we told women they was at before. They're at home, they're at work, they're in the gym, they're at the grocery store, and then they go back home and it's on repeat. These are men that don't even want to be bothered no more. They are over the dating scene and they are protecting their peace. And most importantly, these men have learned to be at home, checking and watching their bank accounts.
Well, if you think that was psycho, buckle up, buttercup. Okay. My whole goal, I knew I wanted my man back. Okay. I knew I wanted my man back. I had one mission. He lives across the country. He lives in San Diego. I live in Atlanta. I would have showed my ass up at that man's house in a second.
Just don't do that. Stop it.
Okay. But I couldn't just like do that, you know? So I text him the grandma thing. He doesn't respond. End up texting him something else. I don't think he responds. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to give you one warning. So I text him and I said, if you do not respond to me, I'm going to show up at your house. And you know that I will. You know that I will.
Like, you're going to threaten me to try to respond to you? It doesn't even make sense.
Didn't respond. Nothing. By this time, I know what he's doing, right? He's trying to hold my feet to the fire because I'm the one who broke up with him. So he was trying to like hold my feet to the fire.
Or just completely ignoring you because you're batshit crazy.
Yes. Play silly games, win silly prizes.
Make me learn my lesson. Okay? Who are you, the Pope? So what do? I like to put my money where my mouth is. Okay? I booked my ass a flight to San Diego. I say nothing. Roll up Thursday night, pull up in his house. He's not there. I'm sorry, what? We're at this point we've been broken up like 4 months. But I feel like in 4 months I still like know your schedule. I still like know your routine-ish, you know? Where are you on a Thursday night?
This woman is beyond crazy. Borderline super creepy already.
I'm pissed. Okay? So he lives in a condo. I'm sitting in an apartment and I'm sitting in the okay, first of all, I get there I get on the elevator, I go up to his door, I start knocking on the door, and I start ringing the doorbell. But I can tell no one's home because there's like no movement whatsoever. Because I'm like, nothing, no movement. So I'm like, okay, he's not home. Okay, let me give him like 30 minutes, go downstairs. I'm sitting in the lobby. Because he would have to come through where I was going, like where I was sitting. So I would see him, he would see me, you know. So I give him like 30 minutes, not there, 45 minutes, not there. I text him and I'm like, hey, I accidentally delivered something to your house. Are you home? Okay. No response for like 20 or 30 minutes. He eventually responds, what? By this time I'm heated because I'm like, where are you? So then I'm texting him, where are you? And he was like, I haven't talked to you in months. What are you talking about? Like, so then I was like, you know what? Forget it. Because by this time I have convinced myself that he's like at another girl's house. He's with another girl. But bring her here. I'll beat the shit out of her right here, right in front of you. Bring her here, please.
Crazy with a capital K.
So I've like convinced myself of this whole narrative. So I'm like texting him like a psycho. And I'm like, you know what? Forget it. I knew that you would do this. It's like, I'm like, I don't know what I said. I spaz out. I deleted those two because I don't need to see that, how I was behaving. That's none of my business. And so he finally just...
I don't need to see that, how I was behaving. It was none of my business. Did she seriously just say that? Yeah, capital K for sure.
Calls me and he's like, what is happening? And I was like, I am at your condo and you're not here. And it's like 9:30 at night. What else would you be doing on a Thursday night? And he was like, I was playing soccer. I'm on my way home right now. My phone was like on the sidelines, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, that makes sense because he plays a lot of soccer. So I was like, oh. Okay, well then bet when you pull up, your ass better be in a uniform. You better be sweaty. So he was like, I'm literally about to pull up right now. And so then he pulls up and yeah, he's in a soccer uniform. He's sweaty. And yeah, then we got back together.
What? Bruh. You got back together with this? You just asking for, murder scene.
Bada bing, bada bang, bada boom, baby. You just have to show up.
Of course that man took her back. He knows she's willing to go through all that. He knew she would eventually fold. But at the same time, ma'am, just because you got him back now, hopefully you can learn to stop playing these games and keep him long term now.
I don't mess with guys who don't eat kitty kitty meow meow, because one time I went out with this guy who's a promoter and he was like, hey, I want to take you out on a date. And I was like, cool, that's what's up. So I had him meet me at the Jaspers in Largo because I don't like people trying to come to my house because I'm a thief. And so he met me at Jaspers, and when we go to Jaspers, I was like, okay, where do you want to go? And he was like, oh, I want to go to the spot in College Park. So we go to College Park, and the spot is really his house. So I'm like, okay, whatever. I don't mind it because I'm ovulating and I'm feeling like a dog at this point. So we get into his room and, we're chilling, we're touching and everything like that. So I lean back so he can start eating kitty kitty meow meow. And he was like, oh, no, I don't do that unless you're my girl. So I'm instantly turned off and I'm annoyed. So I'm like, yeah, I want to go home. And he's like, oh, all right, like, hold on. And he goes into the next room. And then when I look to my right, I peep that there's a whole bunch of money because he's a little fake promoter. So I decide to take a stack of money that's off the top, put it in my purse, and I just leave his apartment. And I start booking it because the apartment, the way it was shaped, the building, the way it was shaped, it was like it was locked unless somebody let you down or whatever. But I took the steps and then somebody let me out. So then I started booking it all the way to a hotel that was like up at the corner. And then I called an Uber from there and I got home. And then he texted me and was like, oh, you're wild for that, for leaving. And then he texted me a little bit later and was like, hey, did you take some money from my house? And I didn't say anything. And he was like, oh, I'm going to just check the cameras. So then I blocked him. And then he texted me from a text now number. And he was like, you just told on yourself. I don't even have cameras. But that's how I know you did it. And that's why I'm going to get somebody to come F you up. But I was like, find me. And
Finally, a woman who talks fast and just spit it out, get right to the point. Why don't all women on TikTok do this?
I knew he wasn't going to be able to find me. So then 2 weeks later, I go on a new date and I have the guy meet me at Jasper's. And he's like, yeah, we're going to go to this cute little quick kickback. We go to the kickback, and then lo and behold, he knows the guy, or they're in the same circle. So the little promoter is there. And so he starts spazzing on me or whatever. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, like acting like I don't know this guy. I'm like, someone please get this black guy away from me. I'm so scared. You know, I'm trying to pull the whole light skin in distress type situation, and it totally worked because the guy I was with was like, oh, he tripping. So the dude grabs my purse, but lo and behold, that was my favorite rainbow purse, and it had nothing but my rainbow lip gloss and an ID that was expired. And so he's just like, yeah, like he just snatched the purse thinking I would have money in it, but I never carry money when I go on a date because why would I? So I'm just crying and I'm like, let's leave. So I get the guy to leave.
This is just literally like a poster child of warning labels for men to not mess with women.
And he's like, what was that about? And I was like, that's the guy that's been stalking me, and I'm so upset because I had my money in there. You remember I was supposed to go to the bank, so I'm trying to like low-key gaslight this man and make him remember that I told him I needed to go to the bank before I date, which I did say that, but I had already went to the bank. So he was like, yeah, and I was like, oh my god, I need that money for my son. I can't believe he has that. Can you go back and fight on my honor? So the guy was low-key a scary person, so he was like, nah, but he was like, you know what, I'm gonna help you out. So he goes to the ATM and then he comes back with a measly $600, and he was like, this is all I got. So I'm just like, oh man, I guess I'll make it work, you know, I'm gonna figure something out. So I just started bawling, crying, so he felt bad, so I didn't even want him to touch me. So he was like, where can I
this is diabolical.
Drop you off at? I was like, hey, take me home. Low key, it wasn't my house, it was another guy's house that I really liked, and I was gonna go chill with him.
And nobody really prepared me for how conniving and how malicious girls and women can be.
So he dropped me off at the other guy's house, and I go there and I have fun. And then I wake up to like text messages of the guys like, yo, you're a lying ass bitch, all this stuff. And he was like, bro, I'm gonna come up there and I'm gonna beat you up, all this stuff. And I was like, catch me if you can, LOL, because they were just going to go to the other guy's house. They weren't even coming to my house. So then I just went back home, and then they kept like texting my phone, and I blocked them both, but then they started texting me from Text Now numbers, and I was just like, leave me alone. I don't know either of you Negroes. And then the other promoter guy started texting me, and I was just like, well, this wouldn't never happen if you eat kitty kitty meow meow. So yeah, that's why I don't like guys who don't eat kitty kitty meow meow, because they're crazy.
I want to say
wow
she's joking, but the way these women moving nowadays, I don't think she's joking.
I don't think so.
I love when women get on TikTok and expose female nature, because a lot of men do lack self-awareness.
We do.
So the other night I was at my friend's house, and there was a very, very handsome man there. And I sat down and started talking to him. And he said some things that were shocking. So I'm 35, he's 33, and we stumbled upon the topic of what are the ages of people that you would date. And I'm over here like, the youngest I would date currently is 30. And to me, that's pushing it. Like, that's still a little too young at my ripe years of 35 years old. And this man says to me that he would date a woman who is 20 years old. He's 33. And then he goes on to say that he said that he wants them younger so that he can mold her into the woman and girlfriend that he wants her to be. And my initial reaction is, ew, okay, that's very grooming of you. And then he continues to say that the less relationship experience that she has, the better, so that she's not bringing drama and expectations from previous relationships into this relationship. And he doesn't see that there's anything wrong with this. Dude, you're literally talking about grooming 20-year-olds as a 33-year-old man. This is disgusting behavior. This is disgusting.
It's disgusting because you don't qualify. That's why it's disgusting, isn't it? You'd rather date young, beautiful, fertile women.
As bad as they try to make it sound, this man is 100% correct. That's another reason why men prefer to date younger women too, because they know some of these younger women have less dating and relationship trauma and drama in them. Anybody would want to be with someone they feel that they can have a fresh start with. And she need to stop being dramatic, because women do that. Women date younger men because they feel like the younger men are less jaded. That's why a lot of older women was mad at Kevin Samuels. He was telling younger guys don't date or deal with single moms. I know you noticed that she said he was very handsome, which means she wanted him for her. And to find out he wanted a younger woman, oh man, I wish I could have been a fly on the wall in that room just to see the rejected look on her face. But that's all I got in this video. You guys drop a comment down below.
You don't want to hear these stories, just like a dating right would say. If you're left fly on the wall, all you're gonna see is that's probably all the reactions of women every time you tell them their dating preferences. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that. And I'll catch you guys next time. Ciao.